Few short months in, I got pregnant. Like, I don't know what I want to do, but I can't do this. I can't stay in this relationship. Hi, my name is Sierra. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2 boys from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, which is absolutely crazy to think about because I never wanted to be a mom of multiple kids, let alone a stay-at-home mom. I was a single child until I was 8 years old, and we adopted 3 kids, one straight from the hospital and her 2 older siblings. Having siblings was nice, but I definitely missed being a single child sometimes and having that one-on-one attention. Selfish, I know. So with that in mind, I had decided that I just wanted 1 kid, and that was it. I never really had big dreams of like finding the perfect guy or having the perfect wedding or really any dreams of a family life when I graduated. I knew that I wanted to do graphic design, and I knew that I wanted to move out as soon as possible. That was about it. I was homeschooled, and in my sophomore year, I went to a technical school for graphic design. Few short months in, I got pregnant. I knew that I was keeping this baby. My mom had always made sure to let me know that she didn't want me to get pregnant, but she would 100% support me if I ever did get pregnant outside of marriage. So that kind of changed my plans a little bit. I dropped out of the technical school. I started college just 5 weeks after my son was born the following summer and managed to graduate with honors. So, go me. I then went on to a technical college for graphic design and graduated that with honors as well, only for it to be nearly impossible to find a job with just an associate's degree. I was with the same guy for 4 years after my son was born, and while he was very nice, he was not a provider by any means, and so once again, just never really imagined somebody taking care of me and my son. We actually got engaged just before I finished college, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, I don't know what I want to do, but I can't do this. I can't stay in this relationship. Unfortunately, after that, I went on a bit of a bender with guys, with substances, just with not being a good mother, unfortunately. I ended up meeting a guy who was abusive and got me addicted to some things, and it just did not go well. Luckily, that relationship only lasted a few months, and my addiction only lasted a few months after that. After that, I still did not do great with guys. Was in a few more relationships that were just not good. Red flags from miles and miles away. Eventually, I broke it off with a guy that I had been with for a few months, and I was like, all right, that's it. I am done. I am done with the relationships. I'm going to focus on me and my son, and that is it. A few weeks later, I was on my way home from work. There had been a decent snowstorm, nothing too crazy, but bad enough when I was almost home, I got stuck in the snow. I was going and going and going, and then I stopped. I was stuck for, I think, a total of 8 hours. Some of that was when the tow truck came. But while I was stuck in my car, I was bored, and instead of watching Netflix or YouTube or whatever, I decided that I was going to get on the dating app again and talk to people. I wasn't planning on, like, meeting anybody or starting anything. I was just bored, so I just wanted somebody to talk to. One of the guys that I ended up talking to was also stuck in the snow in his semi, miles and miles away. He was stuck a lot longer than I was, and we really hit it off. We ended up meeting in a Cracker Barrel parking lot 2 days later because it was COVID and we couldn't go on an actual date. So we sat in his Jeep for, I think, 4 hours. So we sat in his Jeep for hours and hours and just talked. I had a lot of family drama going on at the time, and I think I probably just vented most of the time. A few days later, after his probably 12+ hour long shift, he drove an hour to my house so that we could hang out, and then he did it again and again. I was pretty upset about how Christmas was going to look with not talking to my family that year, and he was dead set on coming Christmas Day to hang out with us. I was kind of hesitant because I didn't really want to introduce him to my son yet. I didn't want to introduce him to anybody who wasn't going to stick around again. But he convinced me, and he came over Christmas Day with presents for both of us. We did Legos, we hung out. Him and my son got along absolutely wonderfully. It was the sweetest thing. And honestly, the rest is history. There is a whole nother story there between when he came over that day and where we're at now. So much has happened. Obviously, we got engaged, we got married, we bought a house, we had our first kid, and I couldn't imagine my life being any different. I absolutely love where we're at now. If you're interested in hearing the rest of my story, please drop a comment and let me know. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.